What we're gonna do is go over to web hosting, and you can see they have a few different plans here. So the hatchling plan is what I recommend most if you're just starting out. And the baby plan is if you plan to have a bunch of domain names. So if you know that you want to have like 10 different domain names, go ahead and get the baby plan. And the business plan is really only if you are trying to make a ton of money with your website, like I'm talking hundreds and thousands of dollars, and you need all this extra bells and whistles. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and do the hatchling plan. So you can see it's the cheapest plan, so let's go ahead and hit buy now. And here is where you're going to get your domain name. So this is the fun part. I highly recommend keeping your domain name under 15 characters. And I also recommend keeping it as simple as possible. So for this, I'm going to be doing a personal website. I actually already bought dalemcmanus.com, which is my name. So I'll show you, I'll hit enter and it'll say it's unavailable. It's because I already have it. So what I'm going to do is my middle name starts with an N. So I'm just going to pop an N in there and do dalemcmanus.com, hit enter, and there we go. So it'll give you a bunch of different stuff like .club, .site, .net. I highly recommend just sticking with a .com. We want you to be as legit as possible. Cool? So let's go all the way down, and you're gonna see that add domain privacy protection is checked on, and that's good because if you don't have this checked, you will get bombarded with spam calls from people that are like asking to build your website and offer you all this stuff if you pay them. It's obnoxious. I made this mistake once in the very beginning when I made my first website ever, and it was terrible. I mean, my phone probably rang 6 to 8 times a day with solicitors, so I highly recommend adding that domain privacy protection. Alright, next we're going to go down and choose our hosting plan. So we chose the hatchling plan, which is good. And we're also going to choose the billing cycle. So as you can see, if you do 36 months, you're going to have the cheapest per month and overall. So $275 a month if you commit to 36 months. Now, 36 months can be a lot for somebody to commit to. So my next recommendation is doing the 12 months because you're buying your domain name for 12 months as well. So it makes the most sense to have them match up, and it's still a pretty cheap plan. And if you want, you just want to try it for 1 month and just see if you like it, maybe this is your first website, then you can go ahead and click 1 month. So after you choose your billing cycle, we're going to create a username. So I just do my full name, which is Dale McManus, and then do a security pin. And then we're going to fill out our billing info. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this really quickly. Alright, cool. So once that's all filled out, we'll just go down to add additional services. And from here, you've got a free SSL certificate. So what this means is, let's say I go to apple.com. This little security thing that says connection is secure, it's this little lock symbol here. That's what that is. So if you're selling product on your website, like it's an e-commerce store or something like that, then I would recommend getting this SSL certificate. It's included free here, so just leave it checked. And you can go ahead and uncheck to protect your site from hackers. Leave get professional email unchecked. I actually have a whole nother video showing you how to do this for free. And then also uncheck back up your hard work. There's ways to do all this yourself. You don't need to include them in your package. Alright, so here's the fun part. Here is where you're going to save some money. So in the coupon section, it probably says shared 3660 or something of that sort. Go ahead and delete that, and we're just going to put in create a pro website, all one word. And what this is going to do, once you hit validate, you can see, bam, the price just dropped. So at the time I'm recording this, this will save you up to about 60% depending on how much of a billing cycle you choose. Let's review this real quick. So you can see we've got our domain registration for 1 year, which dropped from 15 to $5, which is awesome. We've got our hatchling plan, which was originally $10.95, which went down to $7.67. And then our add-ons is just our privacy protection, which again, I highly recommend. So let's go over to, we actually got to agree to the terms. So you have read and agree, and then you can click checkout now. Alright, cool. So once that is complete, it's just going to set everything up for you. Alright, cool. So once you're inside your cPanel, now we're moving on to step 2, which is to install WordPress. Alright, so just go on over to the hosting tab up here. And then what we're going to do is go down to WordPress one-click installation. So go ahead and click that. Alright, so from here we're just going to pick where we want to install WordPress to. So we're going to go to select your domain, and I'm going to select my domain. I had a bunch of options there. You will probably only have one. So then just click next. Alright, so now we're just going to give it a title, and this will just be our name because this is not a company. This is a personal website, so if you had a company you could put the name there. Admin user, I'm just going to do my name. And first name, last name. Again, lots of excessive names, but this is because it's a personal website. And then admin email. So let's do our email. Cool. And then we'll just agree to the terms and then click install. Now WordPress is installing. Awesome. And boom, just like that, it's done. So very important step right here is to save the installation details here. So what I'm going to do is copy these, and then I'm just going to paste them wherever I save normal passwords and things like that, because you're going to need this ridiculous password, this S71 yada yada. But to get on initially, we're going to need that crazy password. So make sure you save that, and then just click login. So you're brought to this page because HostGator has to send out your domain name across the entire world. It's got to connect to every server and say, hey, this domain name exists. And if you see a page that looks like this, then you're good to go and we can get started again with the tutorial. Alright, so once we're at this page, we can move on to step number 3, which is log in and change your password. So let's go ahead, and instead of clicking the little green button that says admin login, the way that you should get used to signing in is by going up to your domain name and doing /wp-admin. And by doing this, you can get in all the time because this little green button is not going to be here once you publish your site. So let's just hit enter. Okay, cool. So now we can log in. So you can use either your username or your email address. I'll just do my username, which was just Dale. And then I will do that crazy password. So I saved mine, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. And then hit login. Alright, boom. We are in the WordPress dashboard, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's make it a lot easier to navigate and look a little cleaner. So we're just going to dismiss this, and we're going to hit the X on pretty much everything. Let's just dismiss, dismiss. We want this to look nice and clean like that. Don't want to scare you if this is your first time in WordPress. Alright, so now that we've logged in and cleaned up our dashboard, let's go change our password. So let's go down to users, and then go to all users. And then just click on your name. Cool. And now we'll go all the way down to the bottom, and we'll do generate password, and then just delete that one. We don't want another crazy password. We want to make our own. So let's go ahead and just put in whatever password that you want to put in. Alright, cool. Now hit update profile. And there you go. That's how to change your password. Now you can log in with that, so you can just use your name as your username, and then you can log in with your new password anytime. Customize your website. So first thing that we're going to do is get our theme. And our theme is really just going to be used for our header and our footer. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll go over to createaprowebsite.com, which is my website. And we're just going to get the theme purely for this header up here, this white part, and then the footer all the way at the bottom. And then the page builder, which is a plugin that we're going to get, is called Elementor, and that's what we're going to use to actually design our whole website. But the theme we want to get just for that header. So let's go back and go over to, where is it? Appearance, and let's just go over to themes. Awesome. Now from here, just scroll down and you'll see this plus sign that says add new theme. Just click on that. Alright, so then we're going to go to search themes, and we'll type in Ocean WP. and then you'll see it right here, the one that says just do it. Just click on install and then click activate. Awesome.